stop struggling with to-do lists. TikTokification of today's society. I feel like a lot of us, we don't have the attention span. We just create a bunch of to-do lists, and then we honestly probably at the end of the day have like 6 different to-do lists and we're working off of, and we don't actually know what we're doing. We have no clarity in our life. Our life is just, our desk is full of papers, there's shit everywhere, and our brain is just completely cluttered. So here's one simple step that can give you some clarity and will help you manage your to-do list, help you manage your goals, and help you still accomplish some of those goals that have been sitting on your list since the beginning of the year. The one thing I'll say coming from being a Scrum Master is that it's not about the number of items that are on your to-do list, it's honestly how you approach the to-do list itself. The problem most of us face is that we have a lack of clarity. We don't know where to start. And lack of clarity, not knowing where to start, that generally leads to just inaction. So we sit around, we do something different, right? We pick up our phone to see if there's anything that we can distract ourselves with. Is there any urgent text message or phone calls that I need to respond to? Chances are we get distracted by social media. We want to do something else because we're facing a tough challenge, so we look for a dopamine hit. Easiest dopamine hit nowadays is social media. So here's how you regain control. It's called the 3-task rule. All you need to do is pick the top 3 tasks. Hopefully your to-do list might be organized in some sort of fashion, but pick the top 3 tasks that will have the largest impact on your life or your objective that you're trying to accomplish today. And then it's simple. You just focus on those 3 things until it's done. Now, you may not finish all 3 of those today, but at least you know that you're not going to go to number 4 or number 5 or number 10, no matter how easy it is, because your goal is to finish those top 3 tasks. I know some of you are thinking right now, but wait, what about those other stuff? Like, these are still really critical and really important. If it really was that critical and that important, then you probably would have had it in your top 3. That's honestly just your caveman brain talking to you. That's the worries, that's the self-doubt, that's all those negative emotions that you're just harboring in your brain. But it's not really what you feel like you need to do, because if it was, you would just do it. Sometimes I used to catch myself just honestly having a bunch of to-do lists, and I'd have these top 3 items and I'd look at it and in my brain, I'd tell myself, oh, it's going to take way too long. I'm not going to get to this today. Or, you know what? I have like 10 things on the to-do list. Those top 3, those are the hardest and the biggest ones. What if I just knock out these 7 things and I can get back to those 3 things later? And then maybe I can accomplish all my goals. But here's what I found actually happens in life. What truly happens is you start doing those 7 things. You don't accomplish even all the 7 things because a new set of 7 things come up. And then all of a sudden you're working off someone else's to-do list and someone else's things that they need to get done. And you don't actually accomplish those 3 things that will actually have the largest impact in your life. Some of you have heard about this, but it's called Pareto's Law or Pareto's Principle, which is the 80-20 rule. Essentially, it's saying that we spend 80% of our time focusing on things that will yield us only 20% results, whereas 20% of the things that we need to do will actually yield 80% of the results in what we want to achieve. The reason you're pushing it off is because you're either scared or you honestly lack direction and you don't know where to start. I'm here to tell you that you do know where to start, and that's literally with just looking at it and dissecting it and breaking it down one task at a subtask at a time. So take that large task, take your top 3, start working on those right now. Take the first one, start breaking it down into smaller and smaller tasks. Honestly, you'll probably see, like in my experience, they really don't take that long. And the longer you wait to get it done, the more you're going to procrastinate, and then the harder it's actually going to be to complete. But if you do it, it's really not going to take as long as you think, and you'll probably end up knocking it out in like literally less than an hour. Let's stay focused, beat the procrastination, and you got this. Wish you all nothing but success. Peace.